Hey guys, this is Barbara Basher. I'm doing a update video on my high clearance Yeti XL. It's actually turned into a project of its own. It's becoming a fully independent front rear high clearance with a four-way steer. Also with a low crawl pinion, 11 tooth, the two-hawk two-speed transmission, which gives it another gear reduction, and possibly a censored motor. Gonna look at different routes to go and take input from you guys. But anyways, yeah, getting to the build. Last night I assembled the new front end. It's got the RPM lower arms, and what I did is I just simply flipped them upside down. Very simple. The amount of clearance is crazy. Now, you guys either have one of these remotes or one of these remotes, or yeah, there you go. Look, it's up to almost the bottom of the wheel as far as clearance. That's what I'm talking about, guys. I'm talking about 3 5/8 of an inch. Want to see something else crazy? That's with, I understand it doesn't have any weight set on it right now, but my shocks are all the way tuned up, and it's nice and soft. There's no bindage. Looks awesome. The D-Hawk, I was explaining how I routed out the back of it. I didn't paint it, I lied, but I did round it over. As you can see, the guys are right on the form. Still had to hit the crosslink, so I sanded that down a little bit. But overall, fit pretty good. I went and another guy on the forum mentioned softening, easing all the edges on all the plastics, so I took my stock one, rounded and eased over all the edges. The back of this was really sharp. Actually did the same thing for this lower unit. Eased all the edges on that. Notice also the metal stem post is the same length as the plastic one, but I think I'm going to sand it down a little bit to give it a little bit tighter of a fit. But essentially, I'm building 2 of these setups, and I am going to take my body. I actually got 2 brand new bodies on the way. I'm taking my ready to run body that I've beat up, and I'm going to cut that one and attach it to a brand new one and start my fully independent 4-way steer high clearance front end. And when I just can't explain. Well, I got a tape measure right here. There you go. Go down. Well, to the bottom of the A-arm, it's about 3 5/8. To the bottom of the skid, it's 3 1/2. 3 1/2. So yeah, think about that, guys. And all my geometry, everything looks perpendicular to itself. I did order longer CVDs. Those are coming in the next couple days, and they're number 45 steel. So hopefully those will hold up. And what I did to get this clearance, I didn't just flip the arms. I also took and removed a little bit of excess that was in the lower lobe. The back lobe is the only one that had to have any attention. So I just routed that out a little bit. You can see that I've removed the excess. I got my stock one. Still here. Wanted to give you guys a little idea. Let's see. There's a TSM. Here's my 2-speed controller, and I've already hooked up the servo and everything. Just set it out on the table, did a field test, worked awesome. So throwing the tactical, got the cooler, got all kinds of goodies. Did do the Boca bearing. Guys, look out if you get the Boca bearing kit, because the transmission bearings, I think it's AX2123 off the top of my mind, but if that is wrong, whatever. Anyways, there's 4 bearings. They're a millimeter too small. I noticed it when I bought them, and I was like, oh, they're right. It was just a typo. No, they're wrong. So look out for that. But anyways, what I'm going to do, made my little rear end differential holder. Oh, don't be dropping that on the glass at 2 in the morning. Mama won't be happy. Yeah, look at that. Polish that beauty out. That's awesome. Can't wait until Vanquish comes out with some more stuff. So yeah, this is funny, guys. Check this out. Look, this is, 3.5 inches. Whoops, slides right under it, and that's a sheetrock thing. But yeah, that's funny. That's what I used to lift the whole vehicle and set it up off when I took the tires off. So yeah, that's what we're looking at, guys. That's fucking awesome. Yeah. So here's my rear setup that I'm going to be using. Just temporarily threw it in there, but I just slid that in as a post just to show you the drop of the stock, and it even cantilevers up. See, and that's what got me thinking. So what I did is I took one of the stock arms and flipped it upside down, and get this, guys, it's even more dramatic than the RPM because of the design. The axle design is flat till it hits the shock mount, and then it changes its contour, its angle, its apex. Here they counteracted it up here and down here and gave it the drop, but it's actually usually a rise. As you can see, it rises up on the stock ones. Yeah, I don't have that anymore. So yeah, this is if this was stock, this is where it would be. Now look at that, guys. That's quite a bit different. Way different. So there we are. So what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to set you down. I don't know where I'm setting you down.